The Cowboys making moves on day 3. First, with their original 5th round pick at 149, they were able to secure a running back. They took Jaden Blue out of Texas. Round 5, number 141. There were a bunch of backs I would have happily taken in the 5th round because I had 4th round grades or higher on them. Jaden Blue was one such player. They were able to acquire that player. He's explosive. He's a pass catcher. There's a lot of things to like about Jaden Blue. I am a big fan of that pick. That is an A grade for me. But the Cowboys, they weren't done. They had 174, and they said, no, we don't need an extra 6th round pick. So the Cowboys sent 174 and 211 to the Arizona Cardinals, and they jumped up to pick 152 and probably surprised some people. A guy we had taken for our final Cowboys mock draft, Shamar James, the linebacker out of Florida. Now, full transparency, this was about a round early for me. I didn't have that caliber of grade on Shamar James. I didn't think he was as... There's untapped potential with Shamar James, and I think the Cowboys are hopeful that Matt Eberflus can find a way to develop. At minimum, he should be a good core special teamer for them, but they clearly had a high grade on Shamar James. And the linebacker class in general is not my favorite. I had Smile Mondon and Jeffrey Bassa higher, but again, I think he's only 20 years old. Like, the theory is, imagine how good he'll be in 3 years. So there is untapped potential, untapped upside for Shamar James. It's also, worth mentioning the fact that, it's day 3. I will never be that upset about a day 3 pick because if you get great value, awesome. That works out super well in your favor. If you don't, it's not the end of the world necessarily either. So, 2 picks made by the Cowboys in round 5 in quick succession. It was the running back, Jaden Blue, out of Texas, and the linebacker, Shamar James, out of Florida. We'll break down both of these players more in depth. We'll start with Jaden Blue, then go to Shamar James. Do you like the picks, though, in general? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know in the comment section of today's show. It is the pinned comment. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. If you're watching live with us, you've heard some of this already because the trade happened in the middle of when we were doing the Jaden Blue pick cut. Funny how things go crazy sometimes. I think this is one of the best pass-catching backs, one of the best athletes in this class at the position. He just turned 21 years old in January. 42 catches, 368 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He has juice. He has big playability. A 4.38 40-yard dash. Now, does it track? I would argue I thought he was going to test faster from what I saw on film. I thought he could have been a 4.33 guy or maybe even crack 4.3s, period. He's got slashing, cutting ability. I think that is going to allow the Cowboys to do more outside runs, which I think is what they want to do. What I want to do, get this guy to the edges, let him use that speed. You will see him on wheel routes. You will see him get downfield and make plays. For a team that under McCarthy and others have struggled to execute screens, I think that Jaden Blue might give you some ability to actually pull off some of those screens and do more big-time playmaking things for you at that running back spot. I crave people who make big plays. I want explosive runners at running back because that's harder to find. I can find a power back. That's not challenging. There will be a power back in the 6th round for the Cowboys probably. Jaden Blue offers that. He offers the big playability. Nyheim Hines was my player comp for him because of what he is able to bring as a pass catcher and as a big play threat. Now, today's show is made possible by Mando. It can get a little hot and sweaty and sometimes stinky in here, but the office smells better this year because we're all using Mando whole body deodorant. Spring is in the air. I get to golf again. I love to walk, not ride, because the dad bod needs it. 18 holes, and Mando whole body deodorant helps keep me fresh from head to toe. Because let's be honest, golf balls aren't the only ones that need to help keep me fresh from head to toe, and the only ones that shouldn't be kept clean. Right? Mando is clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes, plus free shipping. As a special offer for you guys, you get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off that starter pack. Use code CHAT, C-H-A-T, at shopmando.com. That's S-H-O-P-M-A-N-D-O, shopmando.com with code CHAT. Support our show. Tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. Link will be in the comment section and the description of today's show. Now, I had a 4th-round grade on Jaden Blue. Why was he available in the 5th round? Important to message the pros and cons here. He's not a tackle breaker. He's too small. He's undersized. He's not a power player. He will never be a power player. He's 5'9", 196. He's never going to be a run-over you guy. That's just not how he's built. And if he were a run-over guy at that size and ran a 4.3, he'd be gone in the top 25 picks. That's how it goes, right? Limited force missed tackles, but he only had 134 carries, so like the volume is pretty good, all things considered. The yak is solid overall. 3.83 is when he got chances, he was pretty good with it. He has the chance to be the lead back for Texas. And he never really grabbed that after injuries this year. Maybe it's just because of the power more than anything else. There was one time he got 18 touches in a single game. That's not a lot, frankly. He dropped 5 passes this year, but he was also doing real pass catching stuff. So not overly concerned about that one. Got to cut down on the fumbles. The fumbling is an issue. You can fix that. What is coaching for? He's got small hands, probably a factor. Sometimes holds that turbo button down too long as a runner. Isn't patient enough on the outside. Dane Brugler kind of raised like some character concerns in his draft guide, saying, quote, NFL scouts say you may need time to learn what it takes to be a professional. You've got some guys that will teach him that. Dak Prescott will teach you that. So it is worth mentioning. Bailed last second on the Shrine game. This is the guy that skipped his senior year of high school to prep for college and not play. But it's running back volume, so I kind of get it. It just is worth mentioning. Not concerned about it too much, but is worth mentioning. So grade the pick of Jaden Blue. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. A, B, C, D, or F as the Cowboys take Jaden Blue. And we'll break down Shamar James. I wish I had mentioned this in the short. All of Shamar James' family are Cowboys fans. He gets to go to his childhood favorite team. His entire family, I promise you, is hyped beyond all get out. He is 20 years old. He does not turn 21 until June. I think this maybe puts Damone Clark's future in doubt, by the way, which I'm not terribly surprised by. Pros, he is young. He is athletic. He could very well end up being a steal. He might very well end up being a very good football player, but he's undersized. I think he is a better athlete than what he tested as. Poor 10-yard split, which sometimes is actually more of a training thing than it actually is testing your true speed. 4.27 shuttle was great. 4.69 40, nice, but also kind of average. Not an average athlete, but I think that I thought he was going to test really well, actually. I was kind of surprised how poorly he tested, relatively speaking. Not a ton of special teams snaps, but he did play enough. I think he could be a contributing factor there. Once he triggers, I think he does fly downfield. The instincts need development. That is my biggest concern for Shamar James, and that's why I had him as a 6th-round pick and not a 5th-round pick. He was a team captain, though, at 20 years old. I think that's actually pretty cool, all things considered, for Shamar James. So we'll talk about some of the negatives here. But I think if he develops properly, if Matt Eberflus can maximize him, he can be a starter for you. Worst case, you took Damone Clark, who will be a good special teams player for you. More to come on James, but hit that sub button if you haven't already. YouTube.com/@CowboysTV for more free Cowboys YouTube videos. We'll be live for the entire NFL draft including the other Cowboys picks in the 6th, at the end of the 6th. So a long way to go on those, by the way. Hit that sub button right now. More on James. He is undersized. He's 6'1.5", 222. Got 288 at his pro day, so it's better, but it's going to be small. Not great arm length, but did get 32 at the pro day, so that's not bad. He missed too many tackles this year. 13 missed. Sometimes feel like he's just a little bit like going too fast and trying to make recoveries and make plays happen. Did dislocate his kneecap in 2023. Has the traits to be good in coverage, but again, is just not there yet. I think this is a traits-based pick. If you can develop the instincts, if you can get him to be the sum of his parts, this very well could end up being a steal. The Cowboys met with him at the Combine. I bet that they were super impressed. I bet they were impressed. And I also wonder if this was one of like the sneaky, unreported 30-day visits. That would not be a surprise to me at all if the Cowboys had, sneak 30-day visit and didn't tell anybody they did that with Shamar James. There were 9 spots available there. Frankly, I would have taken a different linebacker, but I'm not like mad at it. It's around early for where I had him. It's not the end of the world to take him where you took him. You had extra picks, clearly someone that you like. I think Eberflus is probably very high on him in the end. So grade the pick of Shamar James. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comments section of today's show.